Okay, faction. You know what? A couple things. One, I'm going to be looking at the balance patch for Marvel Rivals that's going to be coming on Friday. That includes everything changing in season 6.6. And then I guess I'll probably do this right now. We'll look at what Play Overwatch is doing with their stuff because they just dropped their balance stuff. So I guess we'll take a look at that. View patch notes. This is this one, and then we'll look at this. This will be a double game, and we'll talk about both. And then I don't know. I might make a video looking at the new supports for Overwatch. But who knows? That's going to be dependent on how long this takes. Because I do want to play some Rivals. I took a break from doing any like gameplay stuff after recording the last video, which was the reveal of Elsa Bloodstone and the team ups, which I think is interesting. So with this balance post, we'll probably change up some of the opinions I had coming into it. So start out first with the Vanguard changes. Doctor Strange. You now have to be a little bit more strategic with the shield that you get. So reduce the shield's recovery speed from 70 to 60. I guess since the possibility of having a brawl with Doctor Strange in a 3-3 comp kind of where they're like, oh, that might be too strong. Oh. Increase the defensive stance absorb damage energy conversion rate to 3.37. Reduce the fatal attraction cooldown to 14 seconds instead of 17. Ooh. Oh, a change to Thor's hammer. Will now grant 50 bonus health. Only triggers once per throw, even if you hit multiple enemies. So if you throw it, you just get the 50 bonus health. Storm Surge doesn't give 75 health anymore, now gives 50. And Venom has gotten a boost. This could make Dive be able to compete with the Brawl comp coming, possibly. So Venom is getting a health increase, he's getting 25 more health. And then increase the Feast of Abysses ultimate damage to bonus health conversion from 1 to 1.3. So the more damage you do, which means the more enemies you hit, will be the more of the health you get. So hitting about 3 enemies gives you about 4 health per damage that you do. Okay. Duelist. Increase the healing amount gain from releasing Pop Quiz ultimate ability from 30 to 35 and from 60 to 70 upon passing the challenge. Reduce the base max health provided by Moonblade to 75. And reduce the base health for Phoenix. Oh, so this is hitting Poke too. Okay. Psylocke. Adjust the maximum damage fall off from 60 maximum damage fall off to 70. Reduce the single hit damage of her ultimate to 160. So her ultimate got nerfed as well. Squirrel Girl. Increase the projectile speed of Squirrel Blockade when unleashing without charge from 20 to... Increase the projectile speed of Squirrel Blockade when unleashing without charge from... So if you don't charge the Squirrel Blockade, which I'm pretty sure is her... okay. Apparently that's blocked. Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Blockade is the... Yeah, that one. Okay. So now it will just go further. So now you don't even really need to charge. You can just kind of just throw it without really care. Star-Lord, his energy cost is going down, so he'll be able to get his ult a little faster. Okay. Um, Weather control, thunder and lightning. So this is some changes to make her easier to use. Weather control, tornado new effect. Using Windblade and Bolt Rush under this aura now grants Storm bonus health. The damage conversion ratio 25 up to a max of 75 bonus health. Thunder has new effects on this aura. Windblade hits reduce the Bolt Rush cooldown 0.5 seconds once per cast, even if hitting multiple enemies. Increase Bolt Rush spell field radius to 1.5. Thunder and Lightning new effect. Ally buffs now decay over 2 seconds after leaving the aura instead of vanishing instantly. And Thunder reduce the damage boost from allies from 12 to 8. Reduce animation and lag when using weather control. Okay. So weather control allows you to change these effects. The thunder and lightning effect will now decay, which I'm pretty sure. Thunder reduce the boost to 8. So I guess because if your team leaves the field you're in, so they don't hold on to 12 damage, it's now just going to be 8. Punisher, reduce the ult charge on him as well. Reduce the ult charge of Wolverine as well. Strategist, new ability. Adam can now enter flight mode up to 10 meters per second for 4 seconds at full energy. Energy fully recharges from 0 to max in 15 seconds. Soulbound new effect. Adam can now hover and attack during the ability's duration. So, when you do Soulbond, Adam can now hover and attack during the ability. That's interesting. And an increase to force physics? Oh, I guess because of that change to Doctor Strange with the team up, they kind of wanted to increase the cooldown for this. Loki. Ooh, Loki. He will do less healing, more scheming. Reduce Mystic Missile charges from 12 to 10. Ultron is getting a buff. Increase imperative patch drone detach range from 30 meters to 35. The Fantastic Four team up is being retired. So removing this. Characters are being added here. And this is the new one. So that's the patch notes for Rivals, which I feel like a lot of this was just kind of around survivability and damage. Especially considering how strong some of the supports have been. So I think this new Adam Warlock change will be interesting. I wonder how this is going to work with some of these changes. I think Adam Warlock having this new ability is going to be interesting to try. I'm kind of looking forward to it. This having an increased cooldown, I mean, I get it. Force physics. Which I believe... Isn't that her push? Or am I thinking something else? Force physics. That's her push. So, its cooldown is now going to be 8 seconds. This is his base stuff. The detach range for Ultron stuff is going to be huge, I think. Because it allows him to kind of have a better thing. So if your teammate's 30 meters away from you now, they'll still have the drone, is how I'm taking it. Um, allowing some of these characters to get their ult a little faster, I think is a good thing. But this Wolverine one just that's a mad like that's 600 points. Like this one was just 300, and this one was just 300. But this, ooh, I guess with the changes that's coming with the Brawl comp with Hulk and the Thing. I guess they want to make sure Wolverine was able to counter it a little better. I wonder how this one's gonna really work. The Scroll Girl one just kind of for more CC. Um, Moonblade giving bonus health to him. I get. Phoenix getting a health reduction is unique, I guess. um. So yeah, some good tank ones. Really, this is the only like nerf. This is kind of like a. This is a buff, and really this is a buff. This is kind of just like a balancing kind of thing. You know, Storm Surge just you get automatic same health. It's just gonna be 50. The hammer, this will grant 50 bonus health. A buff to Venom, and then making sure that the damage to health conversion is better. So yeah, that's Rivals is coming this week. But let's see what happened today with Overwatch. You know, the game where I reacted and did like an hour-long video. Yeah, let's see what they changed today. So, Rise of Talon patch notes. This is going to be a 5-week-long event, so you basically have until the 17th of March for this. You can choose a faction, Overwatch or Talon. Honestly, I'd probably go with Talon because Overwatch doesn't really seem like they're going to be doing much. Once you select your faction, you complete faction-specific challenges to unlock rewards in the weekly pass. Once you unlock the whole pass, you can either change factions or complete that pass as well, earning those faction-specific rewards as a double agent, or choose to stay loyal to your initial faction and complete the Prestige Pass to unlock loot boxes. At the end of each week, completed passes from each faction will be tallied up and around the world to establish the global winner for the week. Each completed pass will help your faction succeed. You'll get a special phase reward at the end of each week depending on which faction was victorious that week. At the end of the 5-week event, each faction's overall progress will be summed up and the global winner will be declared. Look out for an awesome Overwatch or Talon-themed Echo Skin recolor. Great, yep, for this entire thing, yep, we get an Echo Skin recolor. Not a skin for your character that you use during that event. No. Echo, because Echo is the one that needs it. It's probably just going to be like an epic. Or blue. Like a rare. And a nice in-game surprise as a thank you for fighting in the global conflict. Rewards you can earn over the course of the event. So you can get 75 base loot boxes, 12 epic loot boxes, 7 legendaries, 9 new voice line, player icons, titles, sprays and name cards, 2 weapon charms, and then 1 of 2 legendary. Oh, so it's a legendary. It's a legendary recolor. An exclusive legendary titles and a secret hidden one. So from February 13th, this is the Year of the Horse. This is going to be the next update that they release. Year of this. So from February 13th through March 2nd, they're showing all this. They're adding a praise command, which is great because good job. I can see a way of this just being used in a toxic way. But that's just knowing the Overwatch community in certain aspects. Tell your awesomes how awesome you are with a unique praise for each character. Oh God, I hope the Talon characters just roast you. Their praise is them just making fun of you. New contextual voice lines. Heroes now have more specific internal monologue voice lines for when they request healing, and there are no supports available to help. Oh yeah. Yeah, so now you guys can see that. Oh, the supports died and I need healing. Oh, what happened? Hello? Heroes on defense and escort and hybrids are now more likely to notice when a payload is being pushed by a sneaky player and call it out with a voice line. Go down and tune in when heroes realize that Widowmaker is aiming at them. Heroes can aim at an ally jetpack pack and ping her to request a pickup at their location. Okay. New heroes. New keywords and relevant aura and energy ability related to gains resource whenever healing or dealing damage. Remedy aura. Break. Tether. Remove the tether effect. This affects Jetpack Cat, Lifeweaver, Reinhardt, and Roadhog. Updated look and feel. All these things. Clash has been removed from Quick Play, so it's still in everything else. Because we all know everyone loved Clash. Gibraltar has been changed. Rialto and the Coliseum have been changed to kind of go with this. Okay. Rank reset. Rule changes. Yeah, blah. Whatever. Social links. Yep. Tuning changes. These are them, I guess. Like what points you get paid up for that, whatever. Hero updates in general. All heroes can now see allied health states through wall. Previously, only support heroes could. Good. All these characters have been added. Added a legacy option to use the previous aim strength tool. The previous 4 auto aim change applied early this season for select heroes can now be extended to all hit scan heroes. Does not apply when using legacy aim assist option. Ultimate generation reduction -40. So reduce ultimate charges granted from healing and damage received for tanks. Base health increased in quick play modes, so you get 150. Knockback and are removed. So knockback resistance and critical damage resistance has been removed. Instead, replaced by the sub rolls that each character will have. If you're in roll queue game modes, anything that has roll queue, you get 150 bonus health if you pick tank. Damage passive removed. Following the effects that were previously granted to damage roll are passive baseline for all heroes. In combat healing reduction on damage -30. Reduce the effectiveness against tank by -15. Support roll passive remove. Global regeneration after 6 seconds remains unchanged. Each one has a specific thing. So tank sub rolls, initiator. So Diva, Doomfist, Windtin, and Wrecking Ball. If you are airborne for about 0.8 seconds, you will get a healing of 75 health, and the heal duration lasts 1 second. Bruiser, Mauga, Oriso, Roadhog, Zarya. Reduce critical damage received. While at critical health, you gain movement speed. And you'll get a movement speed bonus, and the crit damage will be reduced when you're at critical health. Stalwart, Domina, Hazard, Junker Queen, Ramattra, Reinhardt, Sigma. Reduce the knockdown, the knockback resistance is 40%, and the slow resistance is at 40%. Specialist: Bastion, Emery, Junkrat, Mei, Soldier 76, Symmetra, and Torbjorn. Eliminating an enemy briefly increases reload speed. So, you kill an enemy, you can reload 5% or half as fast as normal. So, basically, if it takes you like a second, it's going to take 0.5 seconds. Kind of a thing. And the duration for it will last 3 seconds. So, basically, chain your kills. I don't know why Specialist includes Junkrat and Mei, and Symmetra and Torb. But I guess because they do their own unique thing. Okay. Like Emery, I guess Bastion, Emery, and Soldier I get with this. Junkrat, May, Symmetra, and Torb I don't. Recon, Pharah, Freya, Echo, and Sombra. Damaging enemies below half health reveals them through walls. The reveal duration lasts 5 seconds. So this should probably allow you to ping them to your team. So if they try to come back, he's like, hey, this one's low. So you can kind of ping them and say, hey, this one's low. They're below half health. And usually by that time it means they're about to be flanker, on-run, Genji, Reaper, Tracer, Vendetta, and Venture. If they flank and get damaged and they find a health pack, it will provide an additional 75 health on top of what the base health pack will give them. So, was it? Omega does like what? Like 250? Or like 125, something? I don't know. It's going to add on that additional 75% for these characters. Venture should probably have been a specialist. And I guess like maybe Junkrat. Maybe like flip those two. I don't know. Sharpshooter, Ash, Cassidy, McCree, Hanzo, Sojourn, and Widowmaker. Critical hits reduce movement ability cooldowns. So for Ash, it's her coach gun. For Cassidy, it's his roll. For Hanzo, it's his like jump. Sojourn, her slide. Widowmaker, her grapple hook. So when you deal a critical hit shot, the cooldown will be 0.75 of the damage dealt. So Widowmaker, it's if you do a full charge, get a crit hit, it allows you to move. Okay. Supports. Ana, Bap, Jetpack Cat, Lucio, and Zen. Excess ultimate charge is retained after using your ultimate ability. So it can go bonus ultimate charge cap 125, reduce ultimate charge gain rate minus 25% while above 100. Huh? Heroes Kiriko, Lifeweaver, Mercy, and Moira. Healing allies with your weapon also heals you. Self-healing is based upon the healing dealt. Reduce ultimate charge rate. Reduce ultimate charge gain rate negative 25% while above 100. Huh? Reduce ultimate charge gain while above 100. Like, they don't gain excess... Hold on. They don't gain excess ultimate charge. This must be a typo. Because they're not in that. Survivor. Brig, Iari, Juno, Mizuki, and Wu Yang. Using a movement ability activates passive health regen. It doesn't say its values. Diva, base health. Reduce from 375 to 325 in 5v5. Total reduced 700 to 650. In 6v6, it's down to 550. Holy. Ammo generation grants 150 ammo instantly instead of over time. That's his minor perk. In major perk in 6v6, protective barrier cooldown increased from 8 to 10. Charged javelin, fixed animation, okay. Removed his minor perk. And Crusader's Resolve, minor perk. So these have just been replaced. While using barrier field, passive health regeneration triggers 75% sooner. Ugh, okay. Take a breather in 5v5. Maximum resource duration increased from 0.25 to 3 seconds. And pulled perk, major perk, over health, maximum increase to 300. Berry health has been reduced for Sigma. His minor perk has been reduced as well, so it only gives a 40% conversion rate. Winston gains 10% movement speed for each enemy damaged by his primary fire up to 30%. So yeah, you hit 3 enemies, okay, you get a movement speed increase. Alright, press ultimate within 5 seconds after using minefield to deploy additional 7 mines. Why? Why would you give this furball more? Zarya, maximum damage from her beam, nerfed. Moved from major to minor. Movement speed has been reduced to 20%. Major perk no longer requires being above 50 energy for that. While a barrier is active, dealing damage with particle cannon cannon's beam generates energy. Onron increased her damage, increased her ammo for Fan the Flames. Inferno Rush, the vertical has been reduced, and add Hole to use Inferno Rush option. Dancing Blaze, 8-second cooldown cleansing effect has been removed. Okay. Knocking enemy back with Coach Gun briefly allows it to be used again with a reduced knockback. Okay, combat roll. Alright. So wait, doesn't McCree have like, what's that, like 6 bullets? Or is it more? I don't know. We'll find out later. Combat roll now heals 15 health for each bullet that you reload while using it. But doesn't that also mean like, okay, so because McCree, McCree's a sharpshooter. Okay, that's why. I was gonna say like, that would be nuts. The fact that you have to remember 50 things now in this game is like, if I wanted to play a game like this, it's like, what the fuck? Freya, Hanzo. I'm just gonna skip all these. Let's get to where we actually are going to be in. Okay, supports. Assault Burst has been reduced. Is now a minor perk. Biotic Reloader is there. There's a new one. Mortality Field's radius is 30% higher. So it's either attack speed or Immortality Field is better. Move from minor to major. Healing per shot increased from 25 to 40. Okay. Iari, reduce how many resources she gets for her healing beam. And the cooldown for her movement has gone up. Solar Flare, that might no longer cost resource. Now has a 10-second cooldown. Projectile speed for her healing shits is up. No longer cleanses on use. Okay. Removed increased cooldown recovery buff, movement speed buff, duration increased from 2 to 4 on that one. Life Weaver, the overhealth conversion rate from the Tree of Life is now 100. Okay. Remove that one, remove that one, remove that one. He has new ones now. Allies heal 20% per second while standing on the pedal platform. Awesome. Rejuvenating distance has been increased by 30. Quick melee with a healing blossom equipped tosses a seed forward. Allies who pick up a seed gain 75% overhealth and a 25% movement speed for 5 seconds. Mercy, that one's been removed and there's a new one. Her swift recovery passive. Her health regen begins sooner. Focused healing and damage bonus increased to 30% with this minor perk. Muyon, his stream passive healing has been reduced and the beam healing has been increased. Zenyatta, he has a new perk. Gain 10% lifesteal against enemies affected by a Discord orb. So you're just going, yeah. We're just trying to make Zen and feel like more like Ramattra. We're just going to go, hey, look. Vendetta, all her stuff for Stadium. Ash, reworked in Stadium. New push map. Talent shirts lurk beneath the canal in Serenza in this new push map created for Stadium. Stadium competitive powers are now granted in rounds 1, 2, 4, and 6. Updates for all these characters. Lucio in Stadium. Reverb. It's a power. Free cast window increased to 3 seconds. Free cast effectiveness increased to 75% reduced up from that. Okay. Now also triggers on gadget use. Added restores 10 maximum ammo after ability and gadget use. Triggered sound barrier overhealth increased from 80% reduced up from 87% reduced. Okay. Cost reduced from 900 down from that. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Don't know what any of this shit means, but cool. Okay. Now let's see what the fuck this is. Because I frankly have no flarkin' idea. They're doing live maintenance. Woohoo! How long is this? It's probably like half an hour long already. Yep, figured. In a queue, there's 200 players ahead of you. People really want to play this game. It's really good now. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, so good. I like how they're even, like, doing drops for this. For every, like, few hours. So it's like 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you just forget 8 and 9. And they're just like 10. And they forget 11 and 12. And they go, yeah, this one. So there's like, if you watch for like half an hour, if you watch for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 6, it's like, why is this all fucked up? Why isn't this like boom, boom, boom? Overwatch, we're so flarking back. I'm gonna see what my dumbest friends are talking about. Just dumb stuff. Oh, Rocket Raccoon skin. It's more of a panda. Oh, a Rocket Raccoon skin is just like a panda. Okay. So he's a red panda, but now he has a panda-based skin. What the? Jeff has a duck skin. There's a new Squirrel Girl skin. All the balance stuff. The new young Elsa Bloodstone. An emote where she eat like a fucking sandwich. She's eating a grilled cheese probably. Elsa Bloodstone. Okay. There's 50 players ahead of you. So, a new event thing for Rivals, the Monster Kingdom. The Monster Kingdom opens its gate in season 6.5, and Chaos has never looked as adorable. From Squirrel Girl, from Rocket Raccoon's giant panda to Squirrel Girl's red panda, to Jeff's duck defender. The kingdom welcomes heroes who prove that even monsters can stand up for something bigger. But Squirrel Girl is like, isn't she a mutate, not a mutant? And of course, Jeff's skin has a bunch of recolors. Because why not? Let's see. So we got that. Here's all the hero adjustments that we covered earlier. Definitely gonna have to see how that goes. This is that. So this is the Rocket Raccoon red panda skin, the Jeff Duck skin, and the Squirrel Girl skin. Where she's apparently a red panda, so there's a bunch of panda stuff, and even Tippy Toe has a panda, or I guess a squirrel as panda skin. Oh, okay. Elsa Bloodstone's before this, kind of like when she first got it, I guess. The gun design I like. I know a lot of people are already saying that it's like Ash, but guess what? We don't care. So yeah, that 7 players ahead of me. Woohoo! Oh, but and then watch it go down, like right when I'm about to get in. Yeah, I think that's 0 players searching for a game server. Oh, you've been disconnected. Doing live maintenance. Oh, we've already seen this. So wait, if he were, why is he there for? Oh, this is the new UI. Okay. Sure. Junker Queen. You support heroes. Complete 3 games queued for all roles. Play 5 games, wins grant double. Stadium and grants double. Weekly challenges. They're really trying to push playing Stadium, I guess. So these are the dailies, weeklies. Okay. You get this, and then there's this Talon one, then an Emery voice line, then a loot box, and then Vendetta's Vanguard. They really went with this UI change. Yippee. Uh-huh. And so this is Mizuki. This is the new healer. One of the new healers. What the fuck? He has pink hair. Oh no, he has blue hair. Why? They really took the. Okay. I mean, this one's probably the only good of that. He's in Overwatch. Why doesn't he's in like town? Why is he just considered Overwatch? He's a survivor. So So using the movement ability activates passive health regen, which basically that means it's his return, leap forward, leaving behind a paper doll, reactivate to return and gain increased movement speed while it's active. Remedy aura resource generation is increased by 25%. Hitting an enemy with binding chain increases your damage dealt to them by 30% for 2 seconds. Healing cost of bounces 1 additional time. Each bounce increases its healing by 10. After the return is active, allies within Remedy aura gain increased movement speed. Throw a blade that impacts enemies and rapidly deals damage. Throw your hat to heal an ally, bouncing to nearby allies and healing you when it returns. Launch a tethering blade that hinders the first enemy hit. Leap forward, blah blah blah. Remedy aura heals nearby allies, healing scathes with resource generated from dealing damage and healing. Okay. I don't really have a... What was this? A Winston mask? Right. I like how all of these are considered new. Even though a lot of these I've had for a long time. But because he's a new hero... Okay, now let's look at this fucking cat. That's probably the only good one. Let's see. A mid-range projectile spread that heals allies and damages enemies. Dive towards a ground location, knocking down enemies and tethering the nearest one to you. Accelerating movement speed. Fuel recovers slower when carrying another player. Lifeline. Toggle into transport mode, allowing an ally to be towed. Increase movement speed and heals your allies. Pulsing hero aura that knocks back in frequency over time, knocking back enemies when activated. Permanent flight. You can gain access ultimate charge with carryovers after using your ultimate. Quick melee now becomes empowered every 6 seconds, wounding enemies for 40 damage and slowing them by 30 for 1 second. Gain up to 75 extra shield health while carrying another hero. Frantic flight can now knock back an enemy upon impact when flying fast enough. Now also damages nearby enemies for 50% of the healing amount. The knockback is removed. So instead of so you can just damage them in an aura. So I want to see how this one is. While riding powers your next sound waves, increasing its knockback and damage. Amp it up is active during sound barrier. So when I like crossfade's effective range is increased by 150 while amp it up is active. Lucio's attack speed is increased while amp it up. The beat drop and noise violation are only the ones I really care about. Yeah. And what? Sprays. And a voice line. Okay, so that's the supports. Emery. Let's just keep saying Overwatch. I mean, honestly, I think his base design's like a little cooler, I guess. Highlight intro, that's what that is. Shop. Oh, shop reset. Let's take a look. Oh, gross. So this is the new empire for him. This is a new era for her. This is the premium battle pass. A bundle. Streetwear Mizuki. Dumb stuff here. This is literally the Fortnite shop. Onron. And that is the only new thing for him. Mythic. Celestial Guardian Mercy. I need, yeah. The fuck you call me? Uh-huh. New lore drop. Seasonal stuff on stuff that's on sale. Overwatch Mega Vault bundle. Even though I have like 3 of those skins. I think I only have 1. Best of support. Right. Right, sure. Yeah. Best of... Oh my god. Best of Kiriko, best of Junker Queen. Is it really just like multiple? The best of Zen. Best of Cassidy, best of Reinhardt. Like... Are some of these only off because, like, I already own them? Oh, no, because they're on sale. That's right. Forgive me. Vengeance comes. So yeah, this is the home screen. Competitive in 2026. Your rewards. I'm not playing that. They really, really, really wanted this to change. Oh, okay. So now I just have legacy competitive points. This is open to you. This is competitive play. Oh, so this is how I get to the practice range. More. This is how you get to the practice versus AI. They really know how to make you feel welcome when you come back, don't they? Wow, just trying to enter the practice range seems like a frickin' chore in itself right now. It's like so many people are in the practice range right now just trying to look at some of these characters. It's like, oh. I think I would have better luck if I was... But the Rivals one doesn't take this long. This one's like taking forever just to go to a practice range. Maybe retry. Like you would think because it's a solo instance and it wouldn't take that long. But it does. I can't even... Hold on. If I just do this, how fast do you think this is going to go? If this goes faster than the practice range, I'm going to hate it. And what if I do this? Oh, I found the game. But will you load? It doesn't even want to load. Yeah, no, I'm good. Rivals is still the fucking game. God, you can't even get into a freaking practice range. A practice range. Others can. You're probably just having problems. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not. Ugh, whatever. Red Faction, that was patch notes for both games, just to give you a kind of step-by-step comparison. And then looking at the new characters and just going, no, I'm good. I'll stick to Rivals. On Friday, we get new update for Rivals. It's going to be, honestly, in my opinion, probably a lot better than that shit show of a game. But yeah, that being said, I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.